Hey guys, this is Mr. H. I'm going to do question number 18 from the Regents review. What we have here is, it says they want us to express this expression as a trinomial in standard form. So first of all, this just means that it has three terms. When we get done, we should have three terms. Standard form just means that the highest exponent should go first. And then the second highest exponent should go second, and so on. So now we've got this expression. We've got 3x minus 4 times x plus 7. And then we've got this minus 1/4 x squared. Okay, so I'm going to do this algebraically. And then I'm going to show you how to check it using your calculator. All right, so very first thing is this has two terms, 1, 2. And this also has two terms, 1, 2. So I'm going to use a 4x4 box. First part is going to be 3x minus 4. Over here is going to be x. This is going to be x plus 7. Now, here's the key. Now, notice that I put the ones, because the ones are never there, but you should know as an intelligent algebra student that every variable has an exponent. So, and if there's nothing there, you assume it's a 1. All right, so now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the multiplication. So, by the way, that has a coefficient of 1. So this is going to be 3 times 1, which is 3. And then x to the first times x to the first is going to be x squared. Over here, this is going to be a negative 4 times 1. And then we're just going to have x to the first since this doesn't have anything. This is going to be 3 times 7, which is going to be 21. And then we're just going to have x to the first. And then over here, it's just going to be a negative 4 times the plus 7, which is going to be a negative 28. Now, so all we're going to do is we're going to combine like terms. And what are like terms? That means they have to have the same variable, and the variable has to have the same exponent. So here's what we're going to have. It's going to be 3x squared. That's the first box. Now we're going to add these two together. So it's going to be 21x to the first plus a negative 4x to the first. So if we add, that's the same thing. If we add a negative, that's the same thing as subtracting. So this is going to be 21 minus 4. So this is going to be plus 17x to the first. And then we're going to have minus 28. Now, so we've taken care of this part. That's what this is. Now we've got this part here that we've got to take care of. So we're going to subtract a negative 1/4 x squared. Now remember, when you combine like terms, let me move this out of the way. When you combine like terms, they have to have the same variable and the same exponent. These two do. So this is $3 minus 1/4, which is $3 minus 25 cents. So that's going to be 2.75 and then x squared. And then we have this plus 17x to the first and then minus 28. Now, just to check, remember, this has to be, when we're done, it should be a trinomial, which means we should have three terms. Do we have three terms? Do we have three terms? Yes. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3. So we have three terms. Now, is this correct? Okay, this is how we're going to check it. Now, this is what I've taught you guys. Now that we have this original expression and we have what we combined to get the trinomial, all we have to do now is check it. So I'm going to take 2.1 and I'm going to store that. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use what I normally use. I don't know why I did this. I'm going to choose $1.25 and I'm going to store that. Let me try that again. $1.25. And I'm going to store that into x. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter this first part, and then I'm going to enter our answer and see if they match. If they don't match, that means I've made a mistake. If they do match, then I know that I've done this right. So this is going to be 3x minus 4 times x plus 7 minus control divide 1/4 x squared. I press enter and it says that's a negative $2 and about 45 cents. So now let's take this, our answer here, 2.75 x squared plus 17 x to the first. I don't have to put the 1. And then minus 28, minus 28. Press enter. Now, I want you to see this, so let me make this crystal clear. Now, notice these both match exactly. Everything, the decimals, a negative 2.453125 down here, negative 2.453125. So what this is telling me is that the algebra that I did, the combining and simplifying terms, that's correct, because I got this answer, right? That's it. That's what you should do. Anytime you do any kind of multiplication or algebraic manipulation, you should check it by storing a number and making sure they match. All right, I'm going to stop this and post it.